at this point, to imagine that twin sisters, all in the name of marriage, they had not seen each other for a long time. They only got to meet up on that pulpit and sang together. Hello guys, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you're new to my channel, hello and welcome to my channel. My name is Sama. So in this video, I want to share this aspect of the story of Osinachi. Like I said in one of my videos, since this is still fresh in our minds, because I know typically before you know it, everybody will move on. But now that it's still on our minds emotionally and emotionally still in our hearts, you know, I just thought it's a good time to kind of put out all the videos that I really wanted to put out about, you know, this Osinachi's exit. I want to share this part that has been stuck in my head, that hits me really hard. You know, believe it or not, I knew that song, but I didn't know much. I didn't even know, to be honest with you, it's a song that I knew, but I didn't know much about the singer of the song. But now, when I now look and listen to her songs, I hear them in a different. I've downloaded her songs and I play them in the house while I'm doing house chores, and you know, it hits me. It hits me. I want to speak on this side that I really want this side to stick with a lot of us. I think that's how I'm going to phrase it. To stick with a lot of us about this whole story, because it's stuck with me, and I feel like it kind of haunts me in a way. When I say haunts me, like I don't know. I sometimes, honestly, English words fail me to express myself properly. So just think about these things. Osinachi, a singer, a young lady, university graduate, and she or her twin sister went to their headquarters. You know the way the church is. This is Nigeria now. So this story is Nigerian, something that happened. This is a story that happened in Nigeria. So this is you know, the way they have the mega church. Like they have these churches that have branches everywhere, but their headquarters is the main place where the founder or the general overseer, or whatever way they call them, that is where he's based. Sometimes once in a year they have a service where all their church members in all the other states will gather in the headquarters for what they call convention or whatever they call them. So this lady and her sister, her twin sister, who would have grown up, well, they were carried in the same womb, came out to this world at the same time basically, and maybe minutes apart. They would have been close all their lives, and then all of a sudden they went to this place to go sing, because two of them can sing. I'll let you guys listen to two of them in a minute. It will hit you like this. They went to sing, and this man out of nowhere spotted them and picked her sister. From listening to the sister's interview, which I'll let you guys listen to now, her sister explained that the man picked her sister, was interested in her sister, and she then explained that between the two of them, she is the one that is more vocal. Her sister was the quiet type. But I think, you know, sometimes toxic, evil, narcissist, whatever people, they pick their victims. They pick their victim. He spotted the twins and saw, that's what I'm thinking now, saw the quiet one among them and picked her. Because both of them could sing, they look similar. But I'm thinking it's possible that he noticed the one that was quiet.
Oh, Glorious Singers program,
it was Glorious Singers program. We went to Abuja. That was when Peter started following her. As if they've sent him, they said him that they wanted to put him in somebody's life to destroy the person. Peter Nwachukwu. When he saw us, he took my number and started calling. Osinachi refused. Peter kept on calling my phone that I should talk to my sister to agree for him. When she said, I said, not me. It's left to you. And I said to Osinachi, I don't understand this man. I don't understand him. I don't understand him. It's left to you. Everything scattered. After a while, the man came. What he did at last was, I don't know what happened at last. The next thing, him and Osinachi started relating. There was no courtship, nothing. Nothing was done. The next thing, they've agreed. He did this, did that. He was calling me on the phone then until he got what he wanted. He did everything fast. He made it everything fast. Did the bride price. After bride price was done, Peter didn't have my number anymore. They were there together. The fact that she was able to get her the other sister's number so he can get through her to the quiet sister showed you that maybe the quiet one was not easily accessible. The sister explained that eventually, when the man got what he wanted, marrying her sister, this man that collected her number, that used to call him regularly, said he stopped calling her. And this man, Peter, let me start saying their names. Osinachi is the one that is the quiet one. The sister that is not the quiet one is Amarachi. So Amarachi said after the guy married her sister, that was the end of it. Didn't contact her anymore, no communication, right? But what he did, that imagine the twin sisters that would have been close all their lives to the point where they sang together. They were both singers. It was singing that took them to this other state. They were both singers. They were close. And this man chose to disconnect the two of them. Right? He decided, he vowed that he was going to make sure they were no longer close. Definitely because all the things he wants to do to her, he does not want anybody that can prevent it. What's the word? He tried to isolate Osinachi when he married her. Chose to isolate her to the point of splitting her on her twin sister. But there's this aspect that the sister in her interview, that after I watched it, I went to look for that video. And when I saw it, that got me. Because now that I know the backstory, watching that video, I could see what the sister was talking about. I went and stayed. One thing God did for me that day, God did that day. God wanted to just glorify his name. That day, my sister said he wants us to sing. Peter didn't know. If Peter knew, Peter would not have agreed. And he said to me, Mama, be strong. I said, yes, I'm not afraid. I am ready today. That day, I was ready that day. I said, I'm not afraid. Then the time came, they called us. My sister was scared. Then my sister came out and cried. The reason she's crying was that, so finally, we finally stood together and sang, because Peter said it will never happen. If everybody that watched that song would see, they will see later she raised her voice, sang, and her voice ceased, and then I picked the song. When then because she was crying. The reason she was crying was that, so eventually we actually sang together. And the song went viral. Okay, now I'm going to let you guys watch that. You know, she said that at the end, her sister was crying because the sister was so grateful to God that it eventually happened, because her husband had said that they would never sing together. So her sister, Osinachi, was crying while they were singing because they have done what her husband said would never happen. And every word, try not to get emotional. And now when I listen to every word she was singing, I hear the words completely differently now, because I know the backstory. Because now I know the backstory. There was something her sister said. She said, her sister, Amarachi is saying, Amarachi is the sister. For anyone that does not know this story, that Osinachi is gone now. They said the husband kicked her on the chest. She became unwell and died from that. And her surviving sister narrated, you can hear she said that her sister was singing and crying. And when you watch the video now, you will see she was actually truly singing and crying. And she said it got to a point, her voice ceased. And she said she took the song off her and sang on. When you listen now, you get to the point where, I'm trying not to get emotional. Okay. When you watch the song, when you don't see the song, when you don't see them singing now, you get to the point where that happened. Whenever I watch it, I just lose it when it gets to that point. Oh my God, I'm trying to Ah, God help me. To imagine that that lady was suffering in plain sight. Suffering in plain sight. It just breaks your heart. Like right there, she was crying for a reason. There was a multitude of people, and there was a multitude of people there, and nobody knew what she was going through. Like, it kind of breaks your heart, and you kind of wonder how, you know, how somebody would suffer so much and couldn't speak up. And what in her mind, what was going through her mind that allowed her to, oh my God, allowed her to suffer so much in so much silence. At this point, to imagine that twin sisters, all in the name of marriage, they had not seen each other for a long time. They only got to meet up on that pulpit and sang together. Looking back now with the story, with knowledge of the story behind it, it would break your heart. I just let you guys, just watch this now with the backstory now in mind.
The lily of the valley, the sun coming through, the spring of purity, the rose of Sharon. You are the mighty God, the great I am, the great I am, the great I am, Jehovah Jireh, the mighty man in battle, the mighty man in everything. Jehovah Jireh is your name. I'm here to give you praise. We are here to lift your name high, above every other name. You are the mighty God, the great I am. Hallelujah, hallelujah, hallelujah.
to use the opportunity to say to anybody that is watching this and you're in a lot of trouble, or you're in this situation, speak up. Speak up. You only have one life. Speak up. The man that you were there enduring, when you lose your life, it's your life that's going to end, not his life. This life is an individual life. We all came by ourselves. When they dig the ground to put you inside, they won't throw your husband in as well. Especially if you're a mother with children. Some people say they are staying for their children. No, live for your children. Osinachi maybe stayed for her children, but now she's gone and her children do not have her in their lives. It's not worth it. I really hope this story touches somebody today. Whatever is your reason for staying put, remember that if you lose your life right now, that reason why you stayed will become completely irrelevant. Completely irrelevant. I just thought maybe I should present this way. Hopefully it will touch somebody to rethink the idea of keeping quiet or enduring this kind of a thing. It's not worth it. It's completely not worth it. I really hope this video makes you realize that. As always, whatever your opinions are, feel free to leave them in the comment section below. And with that, I'm going to say thank you for watching. Until the next time, guys. Bye-bye. Bye.